DEI ruined my venti no foam half-calf French press tiramisu latte mocha with cream. This is at least what a lawsuit alleges out of the state of Missouri, and Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is alleging. If you look at the news coverage of this story, you'll see how the lawsuit is essentially saying that because of the hiring policies of Starbucks, the most qualified baristas were not hired, resulting in you not getting your drink as quickly as you might otherwise. Rather, you have a bunch of less qualified DEI hires mixing your mocha or iced coffee, and this is resulting in slower fulfillment of orders and less quality drinks. Now, to put a finer point on it, looking further into the lawsuit, we can see the language that since 2020, Starbucks workface has become more female and less white. Yes, the possessive punctuation on Starbucks is incorrect, and the lawsuit says workface versus workforce. That might be a little bit of a Freudian slip. Now, I am not the person who should be judging people's spellings and correct punctuation usage. However, you would think in a legal filing that you might want to tighten that up. Digging further into the lawsuit, we can see that part of it is targeting the company's performance benchmarks related to its diversity goals, as well as programs such as mentoring programs and professional development programs that were created specifically for Black, Indigenous, and people of color, otherwise known as BIPOC, personnel. Additionally, the suit names other programs that were meant for vendors, partners, and communities which were Black, Latin American, Indian, Indigenous, Pan-Asian, LGBTQ+, and female. The lawsuit is only 59 pages long. There's a lot of bullet points, making it easy to read. You can find it online if you want to dig into the details of what the lawsuit is alleging and what it is claiming is a violation of law. And it is important to note that Starbucks isn't the only company that is being sued right now by a state. For instance, Target is being targeted by the state of Florida, and more specifically, the State Board of Administration of Florida, who oversees public pension funds that own Target stock. On this suit, in a story published by Reuters, quote, Florida accused Target of betraying investors and its core customer base of working families by making false and misleading statements in financial reports and proxy statements about its DEI mandate and environmental, social, and governance mandate. It also accused Chief Executive Brian Cornell of downplaying the intensity of customer boycotts following a quote-unquote disastrous and quote-unquote exceptionally offensive May 2023 Pride Month campaign, prolonging the decline in Target's share price. The Pride campaign in question focused on merchandise that was highlighted during Pride Month in 2023 and 2024, which, generally speaking, was rainbow-themed and had other features that were representative and inclusive of LGBTQ plus customers. Now, these two lawsuits are potentially part of a larger set of legal actions involving a larger number of states. And we can look at a news story that is chronicling how many states might be interested in bringing legal actions around companies' DEI policies. Quote, in July 2023, the attorneys general of 13 states sent a letter to the CEOs of Fortune 100 companies stating that discriminating on the basis of race, whether under the label of diversity, equity, and inclusion, is against federal and state law, and warned them they may face serious legal consequences if found to engage in racial discrimination. It is important to keep in mind that we're not only looking at a backlash, but we're looking at a backlash against the backlash. From a CNN business story regarding Target, for instance. Quote, but no company has faced as fierce a blowback from DEI supporters as Target. Target is under more heat than companies like Walmart, John Deere, or Tractor Supply because it went further in its DEI efforts. And it has a more progressive base of customers than those companies. There are signs that the blowback from the company's move away from DEI may be impacting Target. As the DEI landscape continues to evolve, and it is going to continue to evolve, it's going to be interesting and important to see how companies manage their position between what certain governments, whether state or local, or even federal, are doing, what certain customers are saying about how they're reacting to those legal efforts, and what employees are asking for from their companies. So, the court that companies are going to be in is not just legal courts, but also the court of public opinion.